Got my party dress on, it's party time. And should it be an exciting experience, should it be a party for your mouth and for your body, your digestive system, every time you go to your fridge or your cupboard, because the food that's in there is really yummy and you're excited to eat it. Now, some people eat for performance and some people eat for pleasure, and some of us eat for both. But why would you waste calories on food that you don't like? You only need a certain number of calories to maintain your metabolism, maintain your energy throughout the day. So you don't want too many because that makes you chubby. But if you waste calories on food that you don't like, then you could be not enjoying the foods that you do love because you're not hungry anymore. And obviously, if you've got a healthy, fit, strong body, your endocrine system, your hormonal system says, eat when you're hungry, stop eating when you're full. So why have food that you don't like? And I always find it a little bit sad when I see people who have got a miserable, grumpy look on their face, and I say, why are you eating that? It doesn't look like it's making you happy. And usually the response is, oh, I've got to eat this, it's making me healthy. It's healthy food, it's good food. I don't like it, but I have to eat it. What a horrible way to live. So I always ask these very important questions because I don't like people telling me what to eat. How about you? I don't think we should ever tell people what to eat. Some humans do say to me as an exercise professional, Rowie, just tell me what to eat. I'll do exactly what you tell me to do. And my response to that is always the same. You're an adult. How about you eat what you really like? So could they be the most important questions? What do you like to eat? What don't you like to eat? Always include the things that you love and never include the things that you don't like. What are the times of the day that you prefer to eat? I'm really sick and tired of hearing this is when you have to eat. You have to eat 3 times a day, 5 times a day. You have to eat after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or you can't eat after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Can't have, mustn't have, don't have, shouldn't have. Times of the day, how much to eat, good foods, bad foods. Could it be a really good idea as a human being, as an adult, to work out for yourself what you really like? Now, I use the adult terminology because with kids, we say, oh, you have to eat that, it's good for you. But there's a lot of kids that just say, I don't like that. When do we cross that barrier that says you have to eat this because it's good for you and you're the child, versus I don't want to eat that, I don't like it? And do we get to like stuff if we don't like it now? I don't know. Maybe as our taste matures, we start appreciating different foods. But my question is always this: why would you eat something right now that isn't going to add value to your life, whether it's for pleasure or for performance? So any eating plan that you go on, any foods that you choose to eat, could it be a really good idea to understand what they're going to give your body for energy, enthusiasm and excitement for life, as I always call it, because energy's got to come from somewhere, and ultimately energy comes from the sun. So if you eat foods that grow under the ground, grow on the ground, or run on the ground, they all get their energy from the sun. So if you eat those foods, you're going to get energy to have a great life with and be full. Well, I just love to say that. I've got a stack of energy. I feel fantastic. I'm awesome. I'm amazing. Now, I get accused on a regular basis of being ridiculously happy. But if you fuel effectively so that you can be healthy, fit and strong, is it possible that you can be happy too? Because obviously a happy, healthy body produces a happy, healthy brain. And I think food's got a lot to do with a happy, healthy brain. Because if you are constantly on a diet where you can't have the things that you love to eat, or you're restricting your food, or somebody's telling you what to eat and you wish you didn't have to have such a strict eating plan, is it possible that that can screw with your headspace? I would like it for the whole world to never go on a diet. I can't have, mustn't have, don't have, shouldn't have, I think shouldn't be part of our vocabulary. I would love everybody to eat what they love, don't eat what you don't like, eat when you're hungry, stop eating when you're full. Could that be a really logical way to eat? Now, if you put into, Rowie, what about nutrition? What about healthy food? What about stuff that's good for us? Well, are there any good or bad foods? And this is an example I use on a regular basis because I hear people say this all the time. I can't eat that, it's bad for me. I have to eat this, it's good for me. But ultimately, all food is made from the same thing. All food is made from carbons, hydrogens, oxygens, and nitrogens. It's pretty boring, really. So if your body's getting carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen, and that's protein, carbohydrate, and fat, then you're going to get the macronutrition that you need so that you don't die. And that's the example. If you haven't eaten for a very long time and you're starving to death, and you come across some carbohydrate, protein, or fat, so if you come across a bag of sugar, a bucket of butter, a a sausage or some cheese or some yogurt or some form of animal product, protein, you will not die. So you can say carbs are bad or fat's bad or eat this large number of calories versus of protein for every kilogram of body weight. All of those things are macronutrients that will stop you from dying. So there's no good or bad food. Could it be just the amount in which you eat them? Now, micronutrition, which is vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals and fibre, the things that give you great hair, great skin, great nails, a stack of energy, help your body work effectively. Is it possible, again, that that's pretty simple? Eat stuff that grows under the ground, on a tree, or runs on the ground, and foods that haven't been screwed with by humans with chemicals. So if you eat, this is a great quote, Rowie, when I read a food label, what should I be looking for? And my response is always the same, eat less foods with labels. So if it comes in a packet or a bag or a jar or a box and it's been screwed with by humans, it's been highly processed, then maybe not all you eat should look like that. And the reason I say not all you eat, because there are some foods that come in a packet, a box, a bag or a jar. I love chocolate and ice cream and biscuits and chips, and they all come in packets and bags. Is it possible that your food has a lot to do with your mental health, not just your physical health? And that's where fitness and strength come in. Because if you've got a fast metabolism, because you've maintained your muscle, and as an old lady, for me, that's really what muscle is all about, having a fast metabolism so that I can eat all the things that I love to eat, and having a really strong body so I can do all the things that I want to do. Is there any other way to live? Eat what you love and do what you love to do. Yay! Every day becomes a very happy day. So if you maintain your muscle, you have a fast metabolism. If you are really fit, you burn calories really fast because you can do stuff faster. If you're tired and lethargic and you can't be bothered and you've got no energy because you're not fit, then of course you have a very slow metabolism because you do everything really slowly. So the three things that control literally what we look like and how we feel: your metabolic rate, which is how many calories you're burning at the moment; your base metabolic rate, which is how many calories you need to survive in a warm room for 24 hours, and obviously when you have more muscle that goes up; and then your respiratory quotient, which is where are those calories coming from at the moment. And that's where high intensity exercise comes in. Because if you are really fit because you put in 100% effort, not plod jogging, not walking, not doing low intensity lift light weights, waste of time exercises, but if you lift really heavy and you get really puffed, your body uses carbohydrate to do that, glycogen for your muscles, glucose for your brain. So if you're doing that on a regular basis, your body says we need to conserve the half a kilo of carbohydrate that you can store, and that's all it is. It's only half a kilo. People say I'm fat from carbohydrate. No, you can only store half a kilo. If you eat too much of it, your body has a great capability of turning carbohydrate into fat. It's a complicated process and it doesn't just happen in half a second. But if you're really fit and strong, your body wants to conserve carbohydrate energy for exercise. And then the rest of the time that you're not exercising, your respiratory quotient is preferring to burn fat, the squidgy bits on your body, or the food that you eat never turns into squidgy bits because you burn it up before it can. Doesn't that sound exciting? So why not keep it really simple? And I'm going to share it again. Eat what you love, don't eat what you don't like. Eat when you're hungry, stop eating when you're full. Eat at the time of the day that suits you. Eat less food that's been screwed with by humans, so food that grows under the ground, on a tree, or isn't running on the ground. And have a body that burns up everything that you put into it so that you never get chubby. You've always got a stack of energy. You can always do the things that you love to do. So wouldn't that be a great thing? Eat all the things you love and do all the things you want to do because you've got a body that burns up everything that you put into it and burns a stack of calories, burns all your food because you have a body that has a fast metabolism, a fast-based metabolic rate, and a respiratory quotient that says we prefer to burn fat when we're sitting on our backside so that you've got a stack of energy to exercise, which is carbohydrate or glycogen. I want to keep it that simple. How about you? I don't want our kids to go on a diet. I don't want anybody to ever be on a diet. I would love you, like I do, to eat all the foods that you love, all of them every single day. Never go on a diet, never have to have a silly cheat day. Just love your food. Could that be a great way to live your life to the max? Super duper doo, how are you? Living my life to the max. Yum, yum, yum. Woohoo!